Oh shoot, we are live.
Hey.
Talking tokens on a Tuesday with the new
What's going
setup.
on?
Episode 3.
Is it 3 or is it 4? I think it's number 3.
I think it's number 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Good stuff. We're coming up on a month.
slowly improving. Got the new StreamYard setup here. So bear with us as we get through some of these new screens, but we should give you some better formats on the views and the pictures. Here we go. There we go.
How's everyone
And
doing?
we do have access to comments. So if anybody makes live YouTube comments, we can pull them up on the screen. So,
Oh yeah.
how you doing, John?
Doing pretty well. Kind of tired. I went to the ER over the weekend, so my legs all banged up.
What?
I saw that on your story.
Yeah, I fell off on a longboard and like my knee hit this metal grating and just tore it apart.
Ooh. Like just skin, nothing, like no muscle.
stitches?
Thankfully, there's no muscle damage, but it was deep enough to do that. It just like missed everything.
Jeez.
Man,
did you longboard to the hospital, or did you were able to walk?
Actually, I didn't even look at it. I just assumed it was like a scrape, right? So I continued running errands. I like went to Whole Foods and everything.
you just had some adrenaline going, and someone like, sir, your leg is dripping blood. You may want to clean that up.
Yeah, I mean, I could feel there was blood on my leg, but I was like, it's probably just a scrape. Like, I'm not gonna, spend time looking. Plus, like, I don't like looking at blood, so I kind of avoided doing that. But I went to CVS afterwards to pick up some gauze and shit. And when I got home, I was ready to tape myself up, and I looked at it, and I was like, holy shit, like my knee is like flopping down. I should probably go to the ER.
Yeah,
Man.
It's no fun. About a year ago, I had a similar incident where I had to, emergency visit out of nowhere. So,
yeah, but no, I think it was a good reminder to get health insurance because I don't have it. What's funny is like the day before, I was joking with a friend, and she was like, you should probably get health insurance. I'm like, yeah, I probably should.
Yeah.
And the next day, the shit happens.
Yeah, have a health savings account, or have you gotta have something.
You
I never know what's around the corner.
Yeah, you're right. Just really been putting that off. Same with going to dentist. I haven't done that in forever either.
Well, speaking of things falling off, Bitcoin fell off a little bit. The markets fell off for a flash crash this weekend. Wasn't very fun to watch, but it jumped
Good
back
time to
up.
buy.
Yeah, good opportunity.
As always.
Buy the dips. We were, it basically came back just as fast as it went down. So we got Simple Crypto down at the bottom here. ETH is retesting its all-time high already. So
That's wild.
Yep, it keeps pumping up. I think there was a post on our thing showing the Bitcoin dominance just going down comparatively to the altcoins. I mean, right now it's just the altcoins are blowing up, and ETH's leading that ship. That's for sure. Let's see. Let me make sure we're actually streaming here on our website here. You guys keep rolling.
Yeah, I saw us on YouTube looking good.
It does show it? Okay, cool.
Yeah, and it seems like Bitcoin's just, kind of, it's consolidating at its all-time high, and it's kind of coiling up. And when it moves, it's just going to, probably leave most of the other coins in the dust. But I was looking at charts to show that most altcoins almost return back to, zero versus Bitcoin continuing to go up. But maybe we could be in a different place now with institutional and kind of how economic, situations now are playing out.
This is what I'm trying to show.
The crypto is more valuable.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of institutions are jumping into the kind of the popular altcoins, Cardano and Stellar, etc., because those are kind of at an all-time high as well.
Right, Lumens. Yeah, I saw there was this. I think the second biggest German bank or something is now selling Polkadot and Stellar. So
right,
they're just opening that up to more people.
Yeah, no, it's happening. Like, I think when people think, when quote unquote crypto goes retail or mainstream, they think there's going to be like an overnight thing, right? But I mean, this is how it happens. Like one little thing happens, like, like you said, with the German banks offering this, and you got another bank offering that. bit
Right.
of time
Now we
that
have-
chips away before you realize it. Everything's offering cryptos.
Zuckerberg,
Right. Naming his goat
about his goat
Bitcoin.
named Bitcoin. So it's like, is he in? Of course he's in. I mean, he's got to have it, but it's the first time you hear him kind of talk about it. You're
Is
like, oh,
Facebook buying it? Yeah, buying it as like an entity though. And then who watched the Doge Father this weekend? Did anybody watch SNL?
I watched
had some
the
mixed
first 20
reviews.
minutes and then I got bored because I'm just not. It just wasn't that
Yeah.
great. I mean, I watched like his
It's
opening
not
scene.
really funny.
And, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like what I expected. Elon is not a very charismatic person to that extent, so it was pretty much what I expected.
Right.
I
Yeah.
saw the highlights like
It just
the Mario like Wario thing.
Mario Wario thing. Yeah, I mean, it's just like once it was mentioned, and then it kind of just dumped. Like everybody just dumped, and you either just got left holding the bag, or you're just gonna hold it until the next pump up. And
Yeah, I'm holding.
What's
I was
that?
thinking about doing.
that
I was
point-
thinking about swapping
point
out.
40
Yeah, I was definitely thinking about swapping out to like some Cardano, but I didn't make the move, and then before I knew it, it was already dropping back down. I think it's recovered to like 50 cents. So I mean, it's not really going anywhere. But I didn't capitalize on that opportunity.
It's got a double bottom right here, and
it's building either an M or a W, so or partial.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty clear trajectory if you kind of zoom out a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's definitely made like 15,000% since the beginning of the year. So making moves. Hey, get to $1. Yeah, hold on to it till then. Swap it into something else.
$1 a lot closer than 0.09 cents right now. So it's only got to get to like right here. Oh shoot! Sorry about that.
It'll probably get close to that on the next rally. I mean, I can't see the numbers on your chart, but
a dollar's like
$1 right there. Okay.
Right there, yep.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think
Not
on the
bad.
next rally we get close to that.
Yep.
It's just got to hit here and then bloop, and then
Right.
you're in it. You're in it.
I mean, it'll consolidate, buy it when it dips.
This is the chart
that's what you're trying to do.
Look at this trend line that has been back since what is this? April.
Ethereum.
April 24th. Yeah, when it broke out. I mean, it is just hanging on this trend line.
Man, look at it go.
Right. For almost, I guess it's almost a month at this point, but at least 2 weeks, it's been just rocking and rolling on this trend line.
So yeah, that's amazing.
Is there
You
supposed to be a
contribute.
pullback?
Say what?
Is there supposed to be a pullback at all?
Well, I mean,
the more it goes up, the quicker it goes up, and it doesn't pull back. I mean, then you stand to have a larger correction. But as long as that you have so many touch points on that chart, on that line right there, that it's pretty solid support. And if it does break it, then that's when you got to be worried about it falling maybe further than.
I mean, I saw someone set up a trend line that was like this, where you could see multiple parallel lines. You can see these channels, and when it's about to, it kind of bumps over this channel, and then it kind of comes back for a correction. But so you can see that how it would keep going,
and you can maybe kind of time your buys off that too. So as it falls, then you know where the bottom is. John, you're always talking about that, right?
Yeah,
so
freaking bottom.
Follow the chart,
Right. So, John, you should not be buying right now because this is good.
Right. You're kind of
definition
like the
of
FOMO. Right. This is like the FOMO. Everybody's like,
But look at it, it's about to pop. It's and this even trading views Tony down here. Buy.
Right. Right. From the technicals. Well, we have over like 7.94 million active Ethereum addresses, which is like up 86% over the year. And I think that's the last time in 2018 was like 7.14. So, I mean, people are engaging and they're buying. And
I mean, this
Shiba
would be
is
the target.
in the
This
network.
would be the target if this little W kind of breaks out right here. You're sitting at like 4,600.
Damn.
Yep. Always take profits before, obviously. If you're in if you're in long trades.
It's crazy how these prices just follow like these trends like all the time. I just think it's really fascinating.
just kind of like psychology. It's like
Yeah,
the
it's all human
markets.
behavior.
Yeah,
People
right.
act
It
a
is.
certain way.
Yep, it is.
So crazy.
If you can kind of
everyone's
predict
taught,
that.
everyone's taught this, and then they all know that these are the times when everyone should collectively.
Yeah, that's true. And that kind of reinforces that, like even more, solidifies it.
Right. So all the traders are like, oh yeah, and even more importantly, probably computers are looking at it that way.
Yeah, the robo traders.
There's a lot of people just they're just
People are
it's not
programming
even decisions made by humans. It's just
right the computers, which then uses psychology then to determine when to sell and buy.
So we can get into the cryptocurrency update if you want to get the fantasy update. We can do that.
Do it.
Move right along.
So
Status.
So this was as of yesterday. So we got to update these numbers. We can go through this right now. But John,
look at John running away as we thought.
Shiba Inu. I mean, if you just listened to John and did something last week,
if you Shiba it up,
look at those gains. But a lot of stuff has changed for today. So let's put this up here.
Yeah, so I'm looking at this on my phone. I wish I can read the tiny numbers, but I just see like it's green under.
Yeah, you're at like 1,700% up.
1,700% up.
Oh damn! Is it all from Shiba and?
Pretty much, yeah. You have 95% on SafeMoon, but let's
SafeMoon.
Yeah, let's see what we got here. So Doge.
What's funny is I don't actually own any of those in real life.
Well, it's kind of like it's like testing waters, It's like
right, well, I mean, I've been meaning to buy them. I just haven't.
Well, some of them are harder than others to get. I mean, these are kind of
true.
like these like meme side coins that are like, clogging networks up and raising gas fees, and people are like pissed at them, but everybody's trying to get them. So I saw one person put in $17 back in October 2020 in Shiba, and now he on paper is worth $6.5 million.
How much did he put in? You said
$17.
$17?
Yeah, he bought 200 billion tokens
in
October 2020, and then now he's worth 6.5 million on paper, but there's only enough liquidity in Uniswap right now for 5.9 million.
Right, so you couldn't even sell it all if you wanted.
Right. Just like there's these other people that I've saw too that have made like scam coin, and they made like something else coin, and then that guy's worth over in like 30 minutes he became like a billionaire, but I don't think there's any way to like pay him out, or like it was like hundreds of thousands or thousands of dollars.
You had some massive gains on Matic on Polygon.
Hey, is there anything going on with your audio?
Yeah.
Huh?
With audio, what do you mean?
It sounds like a
I can hear you. I can hear you fine.
Hold on, let me plug in my phone.
And apparently with the Shiba,
these coins I can't get on TradingView, so I have to go to like and something else. SafeMoon price.
Coin market cap or Gecko.
Coin market cap I think has most of them. Because all those John's little crazy ass coins he does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 7, 8.
All right, so which ones are up? So you said it's SafeMoon and it's the Shiba one.
SafeMoon, you got 89% gains.
Nice.
Doge token, that was up like crazy and it went down a lot.
Right.
Like
I actually had that in real life, right?
So you're at 0.008322. So that's up 37%. Shiba.
Oh, it's actually up from last week?
Yeah, 37%. Yeah.
Oh,
it did like a giant one, but then it came back down.
So this kind of went down. So now you're at 1,400% only with Shiba. And your worst was Digibyte.
Really?
You lost some money on Digibyte.
Oh, man.
But persistence, wow, that actually went up quite a bit here.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
33% on. Geez,
it pays off.
Every single one you did except for Digibyte went up 30% or more.
That's funny.
Not bad.
Okay, so here are the totals. So week one, 1,582% up. John. Mike went up 107% with a leading token of Pirate Coin at the moment.
Nice.
Although I don't freaking believe this because I have Pirate Coin and I can't get it to even fill an order on
trade order
Trade order.
for that, close to that. I don't know why they're
Right.
selling it for like half price.
It's like, how could you sell it at another exchange for almost half? Yeah, like almost double. So that
We got to figure
Little
that out. Well,
suspect,
I'm
but
I'm
I'll
hodling
give
for
it to
now. So
I'll give it to you because I've been using TradingView for all these coins.
all right, fair
So you
enough.
got Polygon went up by 43%, so that's pretty darn good. Uniswap is on its way up right now, but it went down because of that drop.
Yeah.
And then obviously Ethereum just keeps on blasting on
Right.
through.
I mean, that's just kind of when you took Doge, I went with the number one pick, but
Right. So I'm only up 2% this week, which is basically a rough start for for the Moonwalkers. Doge down 16%. We already talked about that. FTX, FTT token just kind of moving. It's 11% up. Not bad. Best performer I had. Chainlink just chilling. Selena, I think that's going to roll. And then XRP.
right. I think Link is getting ready to blast. So
Oh yeah. Okay.
I don't know if necessarily just in 1 month, but
So are we going to, I guess, one more rule change or one more rule decision? Are we going to do week to week that add on top of each other? Are we going to do week to week like you won this week and then it's going to be the next week those gains, the next week those gains, or is it going to be like total gains throughout the month?
I was just thinking total gains throughout the month.
Yeah, I guess it's easy that
Yeah.
way.
I mean, I'm okay with either.
yeah, I think it was the first total
Okay.
gains.
I see a little typo.
Is there anybody that you would have swapped out? In
One.
your
Like
lineup?
me.
Yeah.
Like a bench token?
Mhm.
We should have
Like-
had one bench token.
Yeah, because I mean, I have like, or like if you had one swap, but yeah, I mean, I had a couple people, or a couple, let's see, yeah, the Talcoin that jumped, that made some significant jumps. So I had that in my lineup and I didn't pick it. So I think I would have swapped that for like the Cake Binance coin, just because I already have like a Uniswap. So it's like two decentralized. One with a little bit more risk, but had a good upside. So that would have been my swap.
Because you had two exchanges in there, is it basically.
Yeah. You threw me off with the Doge pick in the first, and then John was just like Doge, Shiba coin and all that. I was like, oh man, all right. But nonetheless, we push on.
We had an intern start today or yesterday actually, and she was like, "Hey, do you guys have Dogecoin?" I was like, "Let me tell you,
Do I?
cryptocurrency." But she even knew Dogecoin and SafeMoon. So like even the kids on college campuses, they know all about it. So it's trending.
Like, usually think they'd be too broke to like invest in anything, but
Well, I mean, if
You just
buy
put in
like-
$3 dollars.
you buy like
Right.
$10 of Dogecoin, you got it.
right, yeah. I guess people are looking more to get rich rather than to like,
Robinhood
buy
and
something
Dogecoin
that
makes it pretty darn easy to get.
is a good product, maybe. But
All right,
I mean,
well,
you gotta take your chances.
that's a good first week of the fantasy crypto draft. Congratulations, John, with your hits.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. over the long run.
Stay tuned.
we'll see
Yeah,
what
let's see what happens. We got please make sure to like and subscribe on the page. We got the new YouTube page. Simple cryptocurrency is the formal name. This bastard already had Simple Crypto. Trying to figure out how to sue him.
You get it
Started
back.
like his YouTube page like a week before us, so
We can pay him in Doge to give it up.
to buy the domain.
Yep.
But yeah, please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, and if you like what you're doing, make some noise for the algo.
Oh yeah.
Eventually, we'll get streaming on Facebook, but we can't do that until we pay for StreamYard. So we ain't doing that until we make.
I don't have that feature yet.
We can't do multi streams.
Okay, so that's not good. Gotcha. All right. But we can link it. We can throw a link onto Facebook there.
Right now, there's a link. If people just go on the page, it's an announcement. They can click it, and then we can link the video stream after the show's over as like a video. So it'll be like post. Watching.
Yeah. That works.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, so you gotta get the base going a little bit,
Yeah, that's cool.
So what do we got next on the agenda?
Well,
Freestyle.
Is there
I
any
heard-
trades you guys plan on doing anytime soon?
What was the question?
Is there any trades you
Trades?
you plan on doing anytime soon?
Well,
Adam could talk about some trades that he just got out of.
I had some trades go south on Femex.
No, what are they?
The life of a
I had
Wall
a-
Street bettor. No,
I had a Bitcoin trade open for it was going over the weekend when actually no wait, was it yesterday? 2 days ago.
Sunday, I think.
Yeah, no, it was at work when it happened, wasn't it?
Okay, yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah, it was definitely yesterday. Anyway, I had a Bitcoin trade open. It was like 15x contract trade. So I'm doing like high gains, high risk, high reward. And my entry price was like 57,000. My liquidation price was like it was like 54 700, and I was like, okay, I'm safe, never gonna happen. And then just boo, it went down for like half a second, liquidated, Bitcoin's gone. A little disappointed, but you live and you learn. I'm trying to figure out the Femex world a little bit, so we'll get back on the horse. But we got a new miner up and running as of last 2 days ago. So we got miner number 4. Mike's he loaning it out to me in my garage.
Yeah, Adam's hosting it for me right now. It's hashing on Nice Hash, making some Bitcoin. So yeah,
So we'll build the piggy bank back up a little bit.
Nice.
But I did want to show the let me see here. Like we did see this. Remember the hash rate drop on Bitcoin. China stuff went down.
the coal mining
Cleared
stuff,
out.
yeah.
They built it back up within like a couple of days, but now we're at all-time hash rate, and I think
That
if you were able to-
corresponds with
if we were
all-time
able to
highs.
see- if we were able to see the hash rate versus
The price
Bitcoin
of
price.
Yep.
Whenever the Bitcoin hash rate hits an all-time high, it's like really
That's
good
good.
positive sign for Bitcoin because it means transactions are happening. There's all-time amount of miners inside the trend. So that's a positive sign that it's back up here and growing up even higher. So
Explain the hash rate. What comes up with that?
this is
How do you
the
get
hash
the
rate
hash
is the miners. So your hash is the attempt to solve the algorithm is one hash.
Okay.
And so
Gotcha.
you have 30,000 hash rate from one miner or 30 million hash rate from one miner or whatever. But this is the total amount of people trying to solve.
So
The
yeah,
equation.
it's
Why does it
just a
fluctuate?
more secure network.
I mean, it's fluctuating because
Well,
people
it's
are
real
buying-
time. People are
supporting the network and buying, the miners. So it's just going up and
if
down.
it's profitable, then more people get into it. If it's not, then
Right.
people shut their
Right.
machines off.
Why would
So
it go
if-
down though? I figure if you're mining, you would just keep mining, right? Like, why would you stop? I don't understand.
Well,
why it
because they had
fluctuates.
power outages. I mean, if they were powered by coal and then they had explosions and then they had no more power, or like Iran had like blackouts and or it's just cost too much. Like if your power costs you, I don't know, $1 per
Gotcha.
kilowatt, it wouldn't make sense to mine it. So
Power
it's
plants
just-
blow out. Like the city's mining too many bitcoins.
I mean,
I don't think
down.
I don't think it's really a result of that, but I think it's more the
Yeah.
inverse that I mean, the sources for power in those areas then have issues, just like we were talking about earlier, like the inflation and just kind of the money supply, commodity inflation, and how crypto is kind of a good hedge in these times for that stuff.
Right.
like there's I think if you look at the if you look at some of these dips, what's his head? Crypto had a really good chart where like he's able on TradingView somehow to show like the hash rate versus, I think if you buy the custom one, you can like import certain APIs and stuff. But
Right, overlay.
anyway, it's like it shows, there's dips on here, and then people are either they turn them off by choice because they're just not profitable, or there's just different miners. I mean, for different reasons, things come up and down. But
Right,
I
that
think
could have been
overall, it's like is it going higher? It's generally, that means there's more people buying in. There's more hash rate. There's more money to
right.
move
There's
around.
more redundancy, more security, more proof of work, and that's exactly what Bitcoin is. Proof
It's a
of work
long-term.
algorithm that the longest chain with the most work is the one they're going to trust.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, sweet.
Yep.
So mining's happening at an all-time high right now.
That's what it looks like.
For Bitcoin, for sure. Yeah.
And some of the miners aren't like selling their stuff. So it's like the supply on Coinbase has been dropping, I think ever since like 17,000 buy price for Bitcoin. Just been the whole supply has been dropping. So yeah, and then it's all exchanges really. So I feel like that's just like blast off territory for Bitcoin. So we can't sleep on it.
I actually got rid of all my Bitcoin a few weeks ago. I exchanged it for various other tokens.
Damn.
Not zero.
Liquidated all your Bitcoin?
I mean, to be honest, it's probably the slowest growing coin out there if you think about it. Like, it's quote unquote the safest, was probably the slowest also.
Well, I mean, the gains on it at the moment, are not comparable to some of the altcoins.
But still, like in like a year,
it's
still up like 100%, or like 6 months is like 100%, and then like a year was more. But yeah, I mean, it's everybody's trying to just get rich quick. I mean, this is a store of value. This is the scarcest asset on the planet. So, come 10, 15 years, maybe 1/10 of a Bitcoin will put you in the top, 1% of wealth in the world. So, these other ones are good to pump up and get money, but then you ultimately should take that, in my opinion, and put it back into Bitcoin. Because as we go through the cycle, that will continue to rise versus because it's supply and demand. There is no more supply, that can be increased in Bitcoin. Safe moon, it'll take it's like 1,000 trillions to get it to like a cent, and that's like 10 times or like 20 times it was like 6 times the market cap of Bitcoin, which is like, I don't know, that's kind of scammy, but I guess you can make the money as it goes up, if you put it in and you buy a lot, and then just like Mr. $17 to 6 million.
This is John's portfolio right now because he sold Bitcoin.
I'll get them back eventually. I'm just reallocating funds,
I actually did sell some Bitcoin into Ethereum because I was overexposed. I think not overexposed, but my portfolio balance way too much on Bitcoin. I was like, and that was right before this big Ethereum run. So it's probably the smartest decision I made.
If you did take some of that, put it in there, and then now that's doubled or tripled, then sell some back, and then because Ethereum has an unlimited supply, I guess, until they have their deflationary EIP improvement in July, I believe. But
John, I also did find your the horn you wanted. I got a whole
Ethereum. I got a notification on my phone this morning from Coinbase. They now offer like 6% staking now for Ethereum.
In Coinbase?
On a Coinbase.
Or was that the Ethereum 2 staking? No, it was just the Ethereum regular.
Ethereum 2.0.
Oh yeah, it was the 2.0. But I think it locks up your Ethereum for like 2 years or something like that.
2 years.
I think it's like forever.
Or
I think it's when you stake in 2.0 like now, like as this like
I think it's like 2. Well, it's that I thought it was like 2 years or something like that, which is like a long period of time but you can become like a validator. It's like gives you benefits, I guess, in the community. The more, or I think that's like you have to be like 30. You have to have 32 whole ones to be a validator.
Yeah, you need like a massive amount to even like step into that. So,
or there's some exchanges that let you just do partial. You're essentially doing a staking pool.
Right, but then a lot of those, like, you just, which ones can you trust? Because I saw another one, it was like rug pulled out, 20 million, the whole protocol got liquidated. Is like, no. And then I guess the Shiba had some issues too, where they were putting it on Binance and KuCoin, and they had to like shut down the withdrawals and everything for
damn.
a bit because some backdoor thing they found, but apparently they got that figured out. So
Gotcha. Yeah, so I'm actually just trying to do some reallocation. I'm trying to buy a lot of smaller altcoins like Shiba and another one called like Akita.
So you're doing like the 20 ones, and you know some of them are going to fizzle, but some of them are going to like just blast off, and then you're going to.
I think they're all. I think they're all going to blast off. Like they're all gaining momentum, or at least for a short period of time, at least.
Well, then you just got to be ready to strike when it's hot. You know, when the iron's hot.
Yeah. Well, here's my plan. Like I want to put a certain amount in. Once it gains, I'll pull the amount that I've invested initially out.
Right, and then you're just playing with your house money. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the safety mechanism, and the rest is just bonus.
I think that's not a bad way to kind of play the risk and then benefit. You know, it's kind of a casino mentality. Take the original off the table and then play with your profit.
I mean, just some of these weird. We talked about this last time. But these exchanges on the side are just. It's like either really hard to find out how to do it, or it's just there's not enough.
I mean, yeah,
like security. Like, I just feel like really dirty going to Trade Ogre. It just looks like a crappy, shitty HTML website. I feel like it's so hackable, but then you have to go to some of these weird ass websites to like get the coin you need.
Right, or it's peer to peer, and you know,
or at least the things you're trying to get, the things that John's trying to mess around with. So
right,
well, a lot of them are on Gate.io. Have you guys used that before or heard of it?
No, I never have.
I've heard of it, but I haven't used it yet. I noticed a lot of these smaller coins are on Gate.io.
Do you need a VPN to like get out of the US like ground?
No,
a lot of those coins that you want are like on the real Binance, but you can't do it on Binance US.
Right, because the US restricts it. So I mean, I think right now we're just kind of in a golden window of opportunity where we have access to like Gate.io and KuCoin, where it's not US restricted yet. So right now is time to take advantage of that.
So why isn't it U.S. restricted? Because it's not like protected, or like there's got to be some reason why. I guess it's not reporting to the IRS.
From what I understand, they don't require KYC.
Right, which means they're probably not. It's not going.
Yeah, they're not reporting to the IRS yet.
Right. Well, I mean, I think a lot of these entities probably are not going to. I mean, they're their own kind of things in their own sovereign places.
Right.
So
yeah, but the IRS is going to force Coinbase to turn over all their data.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I think that Coinbase, I don't think you would get like either 1099K or like M or something like that. And then I mean, you're just responsible for reporting it yourself. So even if they don't, they could still go there and get all the information. Yes. The IRS or the FBI or whoever's coming.
I read recently that they're trying to get Coinbase to turn over data for people that made money in the past couple years that didn't report.
Right. The crypto millionaires, right? Because I don't think that they don't give you a 1099 form. So that's up to you to do that, which seems like it's going to be a pain to like track all that. But I guess if you just get all like the information from each exchange,
it puts it into like an Excel spreadsheet. I'm sure you can.
Yeah.
I mean, you just need to report, I guess, the net gains, right? I think that's all they want.
I would guess, like, yeah, if it's like if it's like short term losses, if it's short term, right, and then if it's long term after over a year or under a year,
also.
Yeah, because that's like the change the price, right, and then any interest that you've accrued.
Yeah, but what if you move it to a wallet? Like Coinbase wouldn't have that information.
No, but it's only when you sell it. So that's when it becomes taxable, when you sell it. So you can buy it and move it, and then until you sell it again, then that's when you realize the asset. But then I guess how do they know then what you bought it at to begin
with? Right. How are they charging for the capital gains? I mean, they would have to keep record of like what you actually own. And most people move all their things off onto a wallet.
Right. Well, I think
buy it on Coinbase, sell it on Binance, and they'll never know.
I guess.
I think it's kind of up to you to report it. I mean, that's like
right.
That's part of
Seems
it.
like a little kind of cryptic, to say the least.
I think that's the point. That's the point.
Yeah. Well, I want to figure it out and
So, John, I'm on
U.S. laws.
I'm on Coinbase right now, and I don't see Ethereum staking, so it must be the 2.0 thing.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it must be the 2.0. But did they that app, the Yield app? I don't know if anybody tried that one out. They were doing like 10% staking, and then up to like 20% if you buy their Yield coin or whatnot. But BlockFi, they have not staking, but they pay you interest for keeping it there, and they just did an update on their user interface on the web, which makes it look a lot better. If anybody's looking for a place to put their crypto to work, don't just have it sitting in your wallet. But I mean, it is putting it in the custody of someone else too, so you have to kind of think about that.
And you have to, if you're trying to withdraw it, I mean, it'll let you withdraw it, but it's one time.
Right. It's one free withdrawal a month. So it's like, do you want to get charged for moving your funds? The more you move it, the more fees you pay. The more the more funds you put into one basket, then something can happen, and then God forbid that you lose those funds.
Speaking of Ethereum gas, how about the real gas? John, were you able to fill your car up today?
No, I don't drive much anymore.
Oh, well.
Lucky you.
You don't have a problem. There was like a traffic alert that went around in Purcellville. It's like, Main Street's closed and everyone's trying to get gas. The gas stations are out of gas. So like there's this big crisis because of I guess someone like hacked the pipeline or something.
Yeah, there was hackers that did ransomware to the pipeline. I guess it runs from like Texas to up in the Northeast somewhere, and
the Eastern Colonial Pipeline or something.
Yeah, and then I guess South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia are all under state of emergency for not having gas, which I'm sure people just flock to it, just like toilet paper or anything else. Oh, I need toilet paper. It's like, and everybody's like hoarding it. But
damn, okay. I think my tank's close to empty now that I think about it. Also, over the weekend, I had like 2 bars on my gas tank.
I mean, from what I saw on the way home, it was just like everybody was at every gas station, and a lot of places were already like sold out of everything. So hopefully it's just a couple days, but I mean, this is just, supply shortages. I was reading stuff about, commodity prices. We were talking about that earlier. Corn up 50%, wood, gas, copper, all these things that we use to build and make things. Chip shortages, lithium. They were saying like the greatest lithium mine may be in like people's houses, I guess, because like you could reuse batteries or something. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, like in the drawers of people's homes. Apparently the wait list for material for building manufacturing is like the longest it's been since like they started recording the data, like over 80 days. Normally it's like 40 days to get the material to be able to build stuff. I mean, and just trouble, I guess, like with workers and all this other stuff. So it's just kind of rough times. It looks like printing money. Seems like we needed to print some money maybe like back when we were like on the precipice of like the economy falling off with the pandemic, but now it seems like things have kind of changed. We're post-vaccine. It's like, all right, time to open up and get back to what we're doing, but it still seems like the monetary policy is similar to what it was before when we were in pandemic mode. So money printer, go broke.
Well, I'm kind of guessing here, but I think this is a prelude to UBI, Universal Basic Income. They're just practicing for it, in my opinion. Like, I think they're just going to keep giving out these checks. They're going to call it, right now it's still called stimulus check, and they can probably do that for the rest of the year probably, and can probably come up with another reason next year for something else, another stimulus check, and before you know it, they'll start doing that for, people retiring. It'll basically be a UBI,
Well, they already have its own Social Security.
Right,
for
and
retired
they don't
people.
even have enough money for that. So it's like, how we're
Well,
going to
it's all
start
made of money.
we're not going to have enough money to pay like the interest on the debt, and there's no way to tax yourself out of that. I mean, there's no amount of taxes I think would be able to pay off
Right.
the debt
I don't
at the
remember
rate.
where I saw the statistic. Maybe it's from you guys. I don't know, but let me know if you guys told me this. But like the total amount of money in circulation, like 20% of it was all printed out from last year.
Right. We could have mentioned it. Yeah, I mean, I know that
A
there's
lot.
some crazy. Yeah. Apparently, like bonds have hit the highs since like 2006, and one gentleman was saying, I think his name's Drunken Miller. He's some analyst or whatever. He was saying that he believes that the dollar will fail as the world reserve currency in the next like 15 years, and that opens up the channel for like crypto to fill that void, kind of immutable, secure digital transactions through the blockchain.
Yeah, because I mean, for the past couple of decades, the U.S. kind of bullied everyone else to using the dollar, right? But now you have, I guess we kind of consider them the bad guys, right? China and Russia. Now they're teaming up and they're doing what they can to not use the U.S. dollar, right? And you got to think about how much influence China and Russia have over Europe. Like why would
EU's kind of a mess, and China trust is at an all-time like low. So, right, and then they're working with the Reds, the Redcoats. Well, not the Redcoats, but
Russia Russia and China, they're just geographically closer to Europe. I think it'll be a matter of time before Europe just kind of teams up with them. And China basically owns Africa at this point.
Right, aren't they doing a lot of like material, like almost kind of not colonization, but they're taking a bunch of stuff from there. They go there and
they're just doing
a lot of the resources,
building infrastructure for them.
Right.
So
it's crazy. Well, I guess time will tell. Invest in your cryptos, watch them go up. Cardano, it's probably going to blow. It's like the cheap Ethereum at the moment.
The money chart that you were just describing. We got an update on Taproot.
Oh yeah, let's take a look. Looks like it's going to fail. At least for this round.
This is the last block, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
Remember, Taproot was like it's a soft fork of Bitcoin. I think we talked about it last week. But,
it was like a proposal. Bitcoin improvement
these are
proposal.
All the mining. These are all the blocks of Bitcoin transactions that were mined.
Okay.
And if they add this signature to the back of it, basically, of the block, these are people voting. These are miner pools voting on whether or not to accept the Taproot proposal. And if they all do it, then it becomes like law. But they have to have 90% of people buy in a certain period of time. And the time is running out. So it looks like it's probably going to fail. But anyway, Taproot was like basically adding transparency a little bit to, or privacy to some of the transactions.
Yeah, making it cheaper. Yeah, faster.
So I guess that ain't going to happen. There you go, John. There's the dollar.
Your money supply. It's like, how many trillions injected in since then, or from March 23rd, 2020? That's how much money's been injected into the economy, and this is over the printing since 1975.
Wow.
1975, when we like almost went off the gold standard. So
I mean, that's unreal.
Since it's been nothing, right? How is that sustainable?
Yeah, that's wild. That's scary.
When wages
keeps going up.
Yeah, wages are going up, which it's like sign of kind of inflation. Like the dollar's losing its purchasing power.
Yeah, didn't Chipotle just come out and say they're trying to give people like $18 an hour for like a starting salary or whatever?
Yeah. So it's all like it's being pushed.
They said $100,000 in like 3 years, I think.
What?
Yeah.
So I mean, money's going to be worth nothing. You might as well just like get paid in burritos.
It's gonna
I'd be okay with
it'd be
that.
like going to Mexico and you get a peso and you get like 3,000
Right,
pesos.
right. You're in Zimbabwe and you're a trillionaire. It's like $10 trillion. You're like, sweet.
Oh, man. To be fair, the $100,000 thing is that they're saying like there's a fast track. If you want to become a manager, you can do that in like 3.5 years or something.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I believe that if
Yeah.
you get an opportunity, you work hard, you should be able to reap the rewards of your benefit of what you've done. The effort you put in should be what you get out. That's not always the case, but when everything costs more, then you don't make as much, right? So, I mean, what do you see in the real estate market, John? I mean, it feels like the prices of the house don't go up. It's like the dollar value goes down, rather.
Right. I mean, real estate is a different animal right now just because inventory is so low. Like every house just selling like 50,000 over.
Right, with no home
contingency,
inspection,
no,
right, yeah.
not sight unseen, writing offers before before it even gets really out there.
People are just fighting for them, you know?
It's crazy.
When you got to move, you just got to move. So people are just, they're putting down these crazy offers, some of them paying cash,
Yeah, I mean,
that's Northern Virginia, DC anyways. Like, I don't know what it looks like across the country, but
I'm sure
it's kind of similar.
Yeah. I just know in this area is very low inventory, like you said. Yeah. So it's like you could sell your house and reap the benefit of all, the high prices, but then are you going to find another place? That kind of like stopped us from just taking advantage of what we have in equity wise. But everything has its time. So.
Yeah. No. Let's see what else. What else is new?
So yeah, I mean, just in news, I see like before we had talked about eBay talking about NFTs. Now they have approved the sale of NFTs. So eBay is now a place to buy some non-fungible tokens.
Wow.
Yep. So that's kind of cool.
So I can list an NFT on eBay.
Yeah. So maybe that's the place for you to do it. And then you can make NFTs on Cardano too, so that could be cheaper. So if you don't want to necessarily do it on the Ethereum platform.
So I've never messed with NFTs before. How would you actually own one? Is it like some sort of like a key phrase, a seed phrase type thing? You own it?
Yeah, I think it's like an address, and then you kind of like request it. And it's either like sometimes the actual thing itself is like saved wherever that address is, and you have it like in a collection, and then you can like show that off.
Have a special kind of wallet like that can read the
right
thing.
Yeah, like your MetaMask. Anyone that's on Ethereum MetaMask, I think you can like import that, so you like put the that address in, and then maybe like a private key or something that proves that you own it. Yeah,
that's pretty dope. I saw someone was selling a wallet on eBay filled with like Shiba coins and like Safe Moons.
Really?
I guess
yeah,
that's
but they're selling, it was a hard wallet though. It was like a physical wallet.
And what was
So
it?
fake.
Huh?
So what was actually in the physical?
So you're saying like he just had like it was like a paper wallet, like he had like paper wallet addresses.
It's a cold
in there?
wallet. It's a cold wallet with like Shiba coins and stuff in it. It's probably still on eBay. Just look it up. Just type in like cryptocurrency. It's probably still up there.
Was he selling it more than like what it was actually worth?
I didn't sit down and actually do the math, but he was asking like $5,000. I think.
There's probably some sucker that would.
Or maybe it's just legitimate. Just need some cash. It's like, all right, well,
But why would you just go on? Why would you go to eBay? Just go to the exchange.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen people selling Dogecoin on eBay, and it's like they definitely mark it up big time. And then it's like,
people don't know how to. They're just like, oh, that's how
you can sell anything on eBay.
Yeah,
now,
that's true. Yeah.
I know people sell the miners, like you could rent your miner on eBay for like a 24-hour contract. And if you look at
see if you find a block,
it's like the dumbest thing you could ever do. Because
people are paying like $50
$60
for like an hour.
$60
24
for like
hours
of single non-pooled mining, which is like solo mining, which basically is like playing the lottery to get hit by lightning if I go walk outside right now with like one miner. So you're paying $60 for like nothing. and people, it's like
You're
20.
paying the guy's electric bill for him to make money.
Well, no, I mean, he's probably not doing anything because it's.
Oh yeah, he's on
He's
the
technically
solar too.
renting it to you.
Yeah, but still, I'm sure he's finding blocks at
He's
some
making
point.
he's making $60 out of it. That's what he's getting.
Yeah.
He's making more money out of you than he would if he was using the machine for himself.
That's funny.
But people they don't think about the math and like, oh, I can get a Bitcoin block for $60,000. You know.
Well, I mean, I guess you could be lucky. I mean, look at us. I don't think any of our rigs have found blocks.
Mine the block for
right, or at least I did one or two on Prohashing, but I did them like as a pool, so then you don't get direct payment for it. So, and they were like small coins anyway. It wasn't like a Litecoin block or like, you know, you get like 12 of those. So I mean, you could just run your machine for 12 months, and you probably would find at least like one or two, maybe. But you want to get paid all at one time, and then just pay, you know, electric out the butt with no.
I did see a blog. A guy was like, "I'm doing a solo mining just for the scientific evidence of it. I'm going to run it and see if I can hit a block." And he's like, "Week 1, no blocks. Week 3, no blocks. Like 3 months, no blocks. 6 months, no blocks." He's like, "Damn it, I'm going to keep going." And I think eventually, people pulled in with him. They made their own little mini pool.
Yeah,
like there, I guess you can set up your own pool if you had enough people to just pull it. So eventually, I think they hit one, but it took like 14 months. And he was like, "I don't recommend it. You know, just can't."
Not on a single miner. No,
you've already spent enough money that it's too risky.
You're already playing the lottery, so you need tons of lottery tickets to win. So this ain't Charlie in the Chocolate Factory with the golden ticket.
Yeah, pretty much.
So let's see.
Cool prospects, but
yeah, Cash. I see Cash App. Apparently, they've been making a ton of money off Bitcoin sales. Do you guys use them to buy any Bitcoin? Apparently, it's easy.
I haven't.
They had Bitcoin? No.
Yeah, like I guess their first quarter was 4.04 billion in revenue, and it was like a 600% profit.
I assume that's the fees they charge. That's how they make their money.
Yeah, and then probably the markup on the Bitcoin itself.
What's the point? Yeah. What's the benefit of buying it from Cash App?
I don't know. I guess it's just easy. A lot of people have Cash App
money,
right.
And then
right. People do direct deposit. You know, their checks right into that app. Like it's like so you don't have to bank with a major bank. You know, and then they have that app just, or, you know, the ability to buy the Bitcoin. So, but yeah, they made like 500 million profit in the first quarter.
Wow.
Like that.
Do you know how much their fees are when you buy Bitcoin?
No, I haven't looked it up, but I was going to check it out. Because I know, you know, I mean, if you use Coinbase, obviously it's a little high.
It's 1.75.
Oh, that's not percent regardless.
Yeah, fees for all Bitcoin purchases are 1.75, some of the lowest in the market.
That's not bad.
You can purchase Bitcoin within seconds and withdraw it to a non-custodial wallet.
There you go.
Private key. So
there you go. So you're in control of your coin. You know, it's not like a Robinhood or something where you're not really in control of it. So they were doing well.
You can like transfer it and everything.
So
you can transfer to external wallet. He was asking.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
It says buy up to $10,000
a day.
The limit. No, 10,000 a week. You can withdraw up to 2,000 a day. Yeah, I mean, I guess they made it easy. They make it more accessible.
Nice.
To people, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's just as it becomes more mainstream, and you know, we have some new Ethereum ETFs and Bitcoin ETFs that are waiting for the, I guess, Security and Exchange Commission to approve. So that's kind of cool to maybe see those come onto the market. And we talked about the S&P, Bitcoin, and Ethereum that you could trade. There was this cool patent that I heard from VChain. So VChain is blockchain technology for like tracking supply chain and like movement and all that, distribution, logistics. So apparently they have this new patent out for temperature and data storage and acquisition. So it's like actual temperature data corresponding with timestamps verified by the blockchain. So that's kind of cool.
Pretty dope. How are
Right.
you using it? Like, what's the practical utility?
Well, so I mean, you could just track something like the temperature of products that need to be, cold or stored at a certain temperature. So you could tell that this has been, stored at this temperature throughout its life the whole way, or they could track a certain like chicken that was like grown on this farm and it like died here.
That was the documentary that we saw.
Yeah.
It was fed here. It was born here. It was
Right.
moved here.
Right, and then it went on this truck to this place, and it was delivered here. And
If
then,
there's ever a salmonella or something wrong with
that's the chicken you're eating, right? So this is just
blockchain. Like, oh, okay, cool.
yeah. So this technology
blockchain
just
chicken.
looks like it's positive thing for VChain, and if you have this like real time blockchain temperature patent, so kind of cool.
Hey, I'm about to open up a restaurant called Blockchain Chicken. That sounds
Blockchain chicken.
You know exactly where chicken came from.
Don't get the garlic because your mouth kicking. All right. Any coins to be watching for this week, or anything on anybody's radar?
I can tell you, I'm planning to get some Shiba,
Okay.
and there's another kind of like a dog meme coin called like Akita. So
There's going to be like one for every dog. It's like, oh, did you get Border Collie this week? You're like, yeah. Well, because I saw this other one's like Dogelon Mars, and it's called like Elon, and that's up like 640%. And then there's this other one called Doge Killer, and the ticker is Leash. Doge Killer Leash.
Did you hear? I read the article. Yeah, I read the article. The Shiba Inu, every 50% of every transaction goes to a wallet for Vitalik. He had $6.6 billion in the wallet.
Wow.
Shiba Inu coins. 6.6.
Yeah, well, it said like I guess when they initially did it, they put 50 into Uniswap, the liquidity pool, and then he has the other 50% to like and keep him locked up. So I guess that's just to keep the value up. So I don't know if he would ever sell those, but yeah, it's like as you said, billions.
Why would they like? I guess they gave it to him because it's built on Ethereum, so it's kind of
yeah.
I guess they were figuring like, hey, maybe he'll hype it up, but now it's like, oh shit.
All right, I wonder how many they have.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get a couple more coins that I can stake. I think. Oh yeah, we give a shout out to T-Tone Malone.
Oh yeah,
cousin. He was the shout out. What was he saying? He wants Uni to run.
Yeah, Uniswap, right?
So he's in there. He said he just got some staking on Solana, so that something like that. I'm looking for something where you can just put it in, think about it, just like John, like put in like $100, $200 here on the next little coin and
pump it up.
Not the micro cap ones or the micro coins that John's trying to mess with.
Well, it's just good to have your coins working for you. So put some into some different places that earn you interest. Right, stake them in wallets. What was that?
You can stake VChain, right?
Yeah, I think VChain. When you hold VChain, you automatically get a payout of VThor, which is like I think one of their side tokens or something. And then so that's just holding it will get you this other coin too. So it should just like pop up in your wallet.
Good.
But yeah, Solana. I mean, in Exodus, that's making 10%. I mean, that's pretty good if you could throw a couple $100 in there every month or every so often, or put a chunk in there. Cardano is 4.2%. BlockFi is a good place to put some stuff. Nexo.io, they do daily interest payouts, so it's just compound interest on itself.
Here's a question I had. When you go to someone who's just skeptical on cryptocurrency in general, like what's the one point that you would you would give them to tell, like, why are you doing this? What's that one like selling point? Not that we're trying to sell it to other people, but I have a skeptic friend, and I was just having that conversation, and it's just like, I wonder what other people would tell a skeptical person.
Oh, that's a good question.
Hmm.
I would have to think about it, to be honest. What do you think, Mike?
I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind is like decentralization. I mean, it's just kind of depends on the person's outlook too. I mean, it's kind of subjective. But yeah, I mean, it just kind of brings the freedom and power kind of back to the individual. It's kind of like a trustless system because the blockchain kind of just, it's written self-executing code. It just has, kind of like limitless possibilities. So the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, that was pretty much my explanation. Was like, it's not necessarily just a money grab. I mean, it's the technology behind it. You gotta, so once you dig a little deeper and pull the onion back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people now. It's hyped up on getting rich quick, and that's not, that's
a lot of these coins
good
are
way to get burned.
They have nothing to do with like the value of the coin.
Right. There's no utility, but just to make money off it. But then, I mean, if you're in the end of investing in projects that are going to work or that are that you vetted and researched, then that's where you're going to get your long-term, value, kind of. And I mean, we see these projects and the unlimited possibilities they have, and for people to kind of just wrap their mind around that would probably.
I like that. I think that's a good explanation. Some of them being kind of being the future infrastructure for, I guess, what do you call it? I guess the Internet of Things.
Yeah. Yep. The new web, right? You'll probably use it. You won't know you're using it. We've kind of said that before. And it's just more integration, and I think it'll, just kind of streamline. Hopefully, hopefully it's not going against the grain.
Wow, is very nice.
Let's see. I think the last thing I had was like a coin to watch. I think it's called, Adam, maybe you could pull it up. Internet Computer. I think it's called IOU.
ICP.
We'll see. I saw that was that one that they're offering on Coinbase, but then there's this other one I thought it was IOU. So pull up one of those. It's by Definity. It's a new decentralized computer that they're putting out, which apparently it's the first blockchain that runs at web speed, like a internet web speed with unlimited capacity. So it's like decentralized, secure, scalable.
IOU, internet.
Yeah, I thought it was IOU, Internet Computer.
Yeah, this is a thing.
Yeah, algorithm governance system.
Where's like the website, definity.org? Trying to pull it up here.
So there was something Definity wise that was going to be listed on Coinbase, but I thought it had a different symbol. So I don't know if it's like related to the project in some way, but it seems pretty cool that this internet computer thing that's coming out. Because apparently, apparently it's just like, it's the decentralized computer network that'll just run at like unlimited capacity. So it just has like unlimited scalability, and just like, how you don't really have this lag in the internet. Apparently that's the blockchain trilemma, which is being truly decentralized, being secure, and also being scalable. So those are like the three things that cheap, reliable, fast, like pick two. So if you could have all three, I guess that this Swedish company is proposing that they've kind of,
so they're talking. So they're talking about the internet computer.
Yeah.
Forms the world's first web-speed, web-serving public blockchain network that can grow its capacity with demand and it's self-governing. So it's basically no more data centers.
It's like AWS, like decentralized. Amazon Web Services, right. So this truly is like
you can't bring a data center down. So it's ultimate redundancy.
Right. So I don't know what was the price of this coin.
It's at $154.
So I think it's
Wow.
right. I mean, it's up there.
It's down. It's 20% down right now.
So maybe it's a good time to buy. John, one of your projects right there.
Yeah, maybe. Where can you get it?
What's it say, Adam? So I don't know if this will be on Coinbase.
Binance, but I mean, I'm not sure if you can get it on real Binance or not.
Binance US.
So it's on Tok. You have to buy it for ETH though.
So you probably got to do like on a decentralized.
I guess that's what it says. Tokyo is Tokok.
Okay. All right. Well, so I don't know if that one is coming up on Coinbase, but there's another one on Coinbase. I thought it was similar. It was
I thought that one was ICP was what I saw. ICP.
Okay, well bring that one up real quick because that's a new one coming to Coinbase. And Coinbase just had Cartesi also. Have you heard of that, Cartesi?
No, what is that?
I think it's like some DeFi solution project, which I think BitBoy holds, and it's definitely a smaller coin. But once they hit Coinbase, they tend
Okay,
to
well,
kind of
ICP is the internet computer for $367, and it's Definity. So maybe this is like its side sister coin or something.
Okay.
It's the same. It's the same people.
So maybe one's like the
Coinbase.
governance coin, or like the gas for it, maybe, or like
Right. So these ones are actually traded in USD, BNB, BTC. Looks like it started up 2020 May.
this month.
Just came out.
Yeah, I think it just came out. Yeah.
All right, fresh off the block.
Right.
And
So maybe it's
I guess it just came out and right at 400 right away. Wow. Okay.
Okay. It's pretty
just kind
stable.
of trading sideways.
Yeah.
So something to look into.
Yeah, for sure.
The internet.
Yeah, sounds kind of cool.
It's gonna be jumping up. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, well, I'm gonna do my the outro song and then we'll get out of here. All right. Okay. Remember, like and subscribe. Leave a comment. We didn't get any live stream viewers on our YouTube channel, guys. We need to get subscribers over here, but hopefully putting this back onto the Facebook page for this week. No one knows where we're at. No one knows where we're at right now. So get it out there.
It's like a baby in the trash.
And we'll be back.
Diamond
next
in the
week,
rough.
9:00, talking tokens.
Yep.
And that'll do it.
Thanks for watching. As always.
Peace out.
As
y'all.
always.
Adios.
Bye-bye.